Live. Welcome back is another episode on Don Tesla Pod with me, Getz, Austin, and Will.
What's up?
So let's get right into the business right here. College football is today. And we got some college football championship. And let Getz talk about this.
The first game of the day is the Big Ten championship, Northwestern versus Ohio State. Ohio State by 1 million. This is a team that they beat 52-3 just last season. Northwestern is ranked 14th in the country right now, but they lost to Michigan State as well this season, so I think they're frauds overall. I assume there's going to be no differing opinions.
Yeah,
Ohio State by 1 million. Yeah. This one, the Big 12, should have been Oklahoma State, right? But instead, it's their big brother, Oklahoma versus Iowa State. I think Oklahoma State wins, but I think Iowa State can keep it close.
I'm going to say
Not Oklahoma State. It's Oklahoma.
I'm going to say
Let's just keep that. Let's just confirm that Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State. Manny.
The University of Oklahoma, yeah.
well, I'm going to say Iowa State's going to win this game. Because Iowa State have beat Oklahoma before, too.
That's true, but I think they're trying to sneak Oklahoma into the college football playoff maybe, because Iowa State is ranked like 6 right now, and Coastal Carolina is ranked behind them, but Coastal beat Louisiana. Iowa State lost to Louisiana. Like, I don't know where they come up with these things, but it's just like the big conference favoritism. They don't really care.
Well, they got to put Cincinnati in the big top 4, Cincinnati in the playoffs, undefeated.
Oh, yeah, maybe it depends on how they have their championship game. I don't even know what that conference is called. ACC championship game, Clemson versus Notre Dame. Revenge game for Clemson. I think Clemson is going to roll them.
I got to go with Notre Dame with this one.
Oh, my gosh, man. They beat them in double overtime when Clemson had like 7 COVID. Like,
no Trevor Lawrence, and half their defense was out. I got to go with Clemson, bro.
Right. Revenge game. And Clemson needs to win this game. Notre Dame doesn't necessarily, so hungry dog runs faster.
I just looked, and Oklahoma is favored by 6.5.
Yeah, they are.
Even though they're ranked underneath them.
Rated quarterback. What?
Because the rankings are terrible. They just wanted to make it look like, Oklahoma beat number 6 in the country, so they should move up into the playoff. Like, no. SEC championship, Alabama versus Florida. Florida, this would have been such a big game if Florida just won last week. So sad. Alabama by 1 million now, because I think Florida is going to be unmotivated. They really can't make it, even if they do win, and Alabama's still going to be in, even if they do lose. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then I don't even know what these conferences are. Anybody know the conference that Cincinnati plays in?
No.
Well, Cincinnati plays Tulsa today. Obviously, that's important. Because they actually do have a chance to get in if they win this game.
Yeah, Cincinnati's going to beat Tulsa. Tulsa's not really good.
Yeah, they're favored by 14.5 points. I think Tulsa might be able to keep it close, though. Boise State versus San Jose State. Boise State's favored, so no idea about that conference. Not that it matters anyway. All the other games have some sort of playoff implications.
Boise State's stadium feels pretty nice, with the blue field. That's the only thing I know about that school.
A blue football field?
Yeah.
But Coastal Carolina also has a blue football field.
Really?
Yeah, at home. That's it for the championship games today. Then there's just a bunch of other random games. Texas A&M has to play Tennessee, which has playoff implications. A bunch of other SEC games. Yeah, that's about it. And yesterday, Oregon won the Pac-12, so over undefeated USC, which that could have been interesting if they could have made it in.
I thought Washington was supposed to be in there. Took them out.
Yeah, they got COVID.
Yeah.
They got like a lot of COVID cases. They had to take them out. And then Oregon comes from not even supposed to be in the game to winning the championship. So
yeah, that's something amazing right there. Over an undefeated team too.
USC was undefeated.
Anything else?
That's it for college games that matter today. Obviously, Penn State plays as well, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into some NFL action right here. The Buffalo Bills. You saw how they beat the Steelers the other night, and they've been looking like a NFL's future Super Bowl contender, like I've been saying all year long. So I'm just going to ask you guys one time: are the Bills contenders or pretenders?
I say contenders. The Steelers are the pretenders, but the Bills are contenders, especially, you know, in a home playoff game. And I think they can take it to the big teams. They can. The thing that worried me before was that they lost to the Titans and the Chiefs, their two biggest games, but now they beat the Steelers. They've beaten a lot of other teams along the way. So I think they have a chance.
They might lose to the Broncos, but they are contenders to me.
They're
So
not going to lose to the Broncos. Bills by a million.
Broncos.
Unless it's like snowing 20-mile-per-hour winds.
And they'd still win.
Yeah.
Just not by a million.
Because that's Buffalo sports. I was gonna say the same thing to start. I was gonna say the Steelers out of that matchup, the Steelers are the pretenders, but I agree with Getz on the Bills. They are the second best team coming out of the AFC, maybe third.
Yeah.
I like the Titans also, but the Chiefs are obviously number one.
Yeah, the Bills are contenders. I don't really see them being pretenders like the Steelers are.
Yeah, and then like I said, what was my prediction at the beginning of the season?
AFC.
Bills, Saints, or something like
I
that.
say Bills Saints, and Bills are gonna win it.
I think I said that, but then our mid-season predictions, I switched it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chiefs something.
After the Bills lost like back-to-back to the Titans and Chiefs, that was pretty devastating. But since then, they've played really good. A fluke Hail Mary in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Look, so we saw Jalen Hurts play against the New Orleans Saints for his first start in his NFL career. And Mike, you want to talk about this one?
He did a good game. I'm glad this is the first time I've been able to sit down and watch an Eagles game for a while. And it was Jalen Hurts, so I was actually excited to see what happened. They were up 17-0 at the half. So
Jake Elliott, let's talk about how bad Jake Elliott's been this season. He is garbage. He's dog water.
He missed a 22-yard field goal. It took less than an extra point.
I've seen Jets make from 48.
Yeah.
48. And Jake Elliott misses a 22 and he's in the NFL. That's bad. No, but Jalen Hurts played well. It was against a good defense as well, so I'm not going to – it's just everything was just set up for a good-ass game. Oh, sorry. For a good game against the Saints. Miles Sanders played really well. Jalen Hurts played really well. The defense played really well. And
I think the team, it's possible to give up on Carson Wentz and like lose the locker room after like what was it, 4 or 5 straight losses. So once they got Jalen Hurts, that's like something to play for again. So I think they played harder this game, and I think like the what do you call them? The like skill position players like Miles Sanders and the wide receivers were extra motivated in their game. So I'd like to see Jalen Hurts finish out the rest of the season. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, let's just pack it up, lose, and get our draft pick. No, I always think like if you have a chance of making the playoffs, winning the division, you go for it. And it really is in our own hands with the 2 division games down the stretch.
I like her. I like Jalen Hurts. He should be the starter for the rest of the season. I just like the
rest
energy.
of the season, at least, yeah.
Yes.
I like the energy that the team has when he plays. With Carson Wentz, like there's no energy. Oh, Jalen Hurts, like feels like there's actually hope. Sort of.
He just looks like he has swagger too, and like the moment doesn't really get to him because he's already been in a lot of big games at this point. But that being said, we trade away Carson Wentz for sure next year for anybody that'll take him. And then in the draft, I mean, we have to see how Jalen Hurts finishes, but we could still look to a quarterback at some point, maybe. I mean, if Jalen Hurts finishes like he's been playing down the stretch, that's fine, but one thing that we can't do is come back next year with Carson Wentz on the roster. That is impossible. That cannot happen.
Yeah, it's at the draft last year. You were like, why did they just pick Jalen Hurts in the second round? And now you're saying if they get rid of Carson Wentz, you want them to pick another quarterback?
No, depending on how Jalen Hurts finishes. I mean, I'm not gonna say like Jalen Hurts is the guy after one game. Like Carson Wentz had a season where he was MVP caliber. Like it doesn't earn you that. Like, yeah, you beat the Saints. Now you're the starter for the whole entirety of the next season.
Now he can't make a 15-yard throw over the field.
But at the time, I was thinking. At the time we drafted him, I was thinking just like mentally, Carson Wentz just signs a big quarterback deal. We secure him. We make sure that he's our guy. He finished off last season really well. And then you draft this quarterback in the second round. It's like now you have that guy looking over your shoulder. Every mistake is amplified. As soon as you so if Carson Wentz was playing bad and we still had
But you don't see Aaron Rodgers doing the same thing when the Packers drafted Jordan Love.
okay, Aaron Rodgers is a little different caliber than Carson Wentz.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're not going to hear calls for Carson Wentz's job if you have Nate Sudfeld behind him. But now you have Jalen Hurts, this college football star. Every mistake is amplified, and like you're going to hear people calling for your job a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So I didn't, and we had bigger problems at that time. I felt like, I mean, obviously we realize now that Carson Wentz was dog water, but you could have drafted another wide receiver. I think like Denzel Mims was on the board at that point.
So he took in T. Higgins.
Nah, T. Higgins wasn't there.
Was it?
Yeah, T. Higgins was.
He was the first pick of the second round.
Yeah.
Because the Bengals got him.
The Bengals had such a good draft.
Yeah, right. But we can get Justin Jefferson this year. Like,
imagine first round we pick Justin Jefferson. Second round, Jalen Reagor might still be there. Denzel Mims is there. Brandon Ayuk is there.
Yeah, I don't know why we took Rager in this first round.
We could have gone like the Broncos model. They took two wide receivers back to back.
I could talk about the Eagles' terrible drafting for so long. Just DK also. Like, I don't even like talking about it.
Howie's got to be gone too. That's the next thing. Howie's got to be gone.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, but I can see Carson Wentz suiting up in an Indianapolis Colts jersey next year, going back to his old offensive coordinator as the head coach of the Colts right now. I can see that's happening to him.
I was listening to the radio. They said there was 4 landing spots for Carson Wentz. Indianapolis, which works really well because Frank Reich is the head coach there, and he could maybe go back to his MVP season. Then Denver, right? Because they need a quarterback because Drew Lock is dog water. But and then New England because they're gonna need a quarterback, and Carson Wentz, North Dakota tough in that cold weather in New England or Denver.
No.
That would work.
No.
And then the last place I heard was the Raiders, but I don't believe that at all. Like,
I can see New England and the Colts, but not Denver or Raiders.
I can definitely see Emmanuel in a Carson Wentz Bronco jersey.
Oh my God.
No.
That would be so cool. Seeing him come to school. And
man, he would work in that weather. Like,
Drew Lock is our guy. I
no,
just
he's
know.
not.
I just know it.
He'll play bad for like 5 weeks, and then 1 week it's like 4 touchdowns, 400 yards, and it's like, that's it. If only he could do that every single week.
He did good against the Chiefs, and he did good against what was it?
Panthers.
Panthers.
Recently.
Yeah.
How many games is that? 2?
2 games in a row. 2 games in a row.
Ooh.
Out of
2
how
is
many?
a streak.
How many has he played this season?
So next topic. Ravens versus Brown, Monday Night Football. It was a pretty exciting game. You guys watched the game or saw any highlights about it?
I did. I watched. I didn't really watch it. I was keeping it updated because I bet my friend $5 that the Browns would win, but I was definitely keeping updated.
Yeah, I only watched the fourth quarter, but Lamar Jackson came out of the game with some cramps, and then Trace McSorley came in, then got injured, so it looks like there was no hope. Then you see Lamar Jackson running out here like Paul Pierce did in 2008 and trying to save the game right there. First play, looked like he was going to scramble off, but then throws a dime to Marquise Brown, who
Of
Marquise
course.
Brown dropped 5 passes already in that game. So that was amazing right there. And then you see who Baker Mayfield going off and then scoring another touchdown. So it looked like it was all over. Then Lamar Jackson threw the ball. Okay, threw the ball. I know, amazing. He threw the ball down the field and they got the kickoff game winning. So field goal game winner.
This
So-
is the criticism about Lamar, that he can't play from behind. When he's forced to throw, that's when they end up losing games because
You know what my thoughts about it? The
Yeah.
reason why Lamar don't throw, because think about it, his receivers are not the best.
okay, and they're also always leading and they're like
Mhm.
run heavy.
hmm
Yeah.
I just feel like Marquise Brown, not a great receiver. He's only there for speed. You see him when he goes against the actual good
Oh
corner.
yeah, his hands
Clamp
are
up.
questionable.
Yeah. And then I can't really name a receiver besides Marquise Brown on the team, so
Willie,
Well, they lost Des Bryant. That's
that's
is
true.
it Willie Snead on there?
He's
well,
not-
you know it's bad when they had to sign Des Bryant at a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this has definitely helped Lamar's legacy so far. But what also helped Lamar's legacy is a playoff win. That would be nice as well.
They gotta make the playoffs first. They're still in the hunt.
That was big
Yeah,
though.
the
That game.
Dolphins, the better team.
I don't see them making the playoff this year. I see.
Are they out? Are they on the outside looking in right now?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. They might be the 7th.
And they
No,
just beat the Browns, who are in a spot.
Yeah, but
The Ravens are the 8th right now. They're tied with the
Looking ahead.
Dolphins.
They're the 8th.
Yeah.
it's Chiefs, Steelers, Bills, Titans. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know about Bills, Titans, and then it's Dolphins or
And the
Browns.
Colts.
Oh, Colts still.
Yeah.
So it'd be like Browns, Colts, Dolphins, or Raiders or something.
Broncos are still in the hunt too.
No, stop.
They are. They are. They're not eliminated yet. You have a chance.
I just need all 3 teams to lose every week for the next 3 weeks, and the
Yes.
Broncos to go 3-0 and beat. I don't know who do the Broncos play.
The Broncos going 3-0 would be a miracle in and of itself. And then all the other teams would probably have to lose out as well.
Yeah.
See, just need to beat the Bills, Chargers, and Raiders, okay? And then we just need the Raiders to lose all their games like they did last night, okay? The other night. We just need the New England Patriots to lose all their games. We need the Dolphins to lose all their games. We need the Ravens to lose all their games. And then we got a playoff spot like that. Simple.
Stop.
The Ravens have like the easiest schedule right now.
Just like that. You get a playoff spot just like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Ravens play like the worst teams in the NFL down the stretch. But what was there? Oh yeah, I was gonna say the AFC has so many good teams on the outside looking in, and then the NFC is like, which losing record team is gonna make it in?
It's low-key the most competitive division, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
They've been the best record-wise in the past 3 weeks.
You're talking about the
NFC
which is
East.
a shame because I really wanted to see like a 4-12 team make it in, but now it's gonna be like 7-9, which really isn't that remarkable.
That's only happened twice, and each time it's happened, they've won a playoff game.
Yeah, but I want it to be like historically bad. Like, can we still get like a 6-10 team in there? Or you know what? No, we can do it. 6-9-1.
Yeah, that's the way.
I want to set a record.
We got to play. We play the Cardinals, Giants. No, Cardinals, football team,
And the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
This is doable.
And then we need the Giants to lose out. We need the Redskins, the football team to lose out, and then the
Mhm.
Cowboys.
bro, I'm just saying, football team in the playoffs. I can see it.
I could too now at this
Just
point.
just need to put back my boy Dwayne Haskins, and they treat him wrong. Like
They're
bench
winning the division.
they benched him after winning a game and playing the 2 hardest teams in the league. So, but Alex Smith is doing good. So, comeback player of the year, or maybe Ben Roethlisberger.
Big Ben.
Yeah,
They're gonna give it to Big Ben because his team's 11-2.
yeah.
That's 2 straight losses for them.
Also a good comeback, though. To be fair, comeback player of the year, kind of deserved.
But NBA preseason has started. We saw Taylor Horton Tucker going off. LeBron saying that that kid's special, so we know the kid's probably gonna be special. But he also said the same thing about Jay Osmond too, but on Cleveland. But and he also said the same thing about Kuzma. But Taylor Horton Tucker is special. Okay. Guys, you got any thoughts about Taylor Horton Tucker?
It's preseason.
Yeah. Also, I wonder like
He's
if his
playing other
minute time,
teams' third stringers.
yeah, his minute time probably jumped up from like 0 minutes to 2. Probably if they're up by 40 in the final minutes, he can get into the game.
Yeah, I'm like looking through like on Bleacher Report, see the comment section about Taylor Horton Tucker, and then seeing everybody going off about, oh man, he's the star. He's gonna be our third star. I'm like, preseason.
Stop.
Lonzo Ball won MVP in Summer League. Okay, let's
He's
remember
good.
that.
Lonzo's good.
Yeah.
LaMelo's debut as well. We haven't talked since LaMelo's debut where he dropped 0 points.
True.
He did have some nice passes though, because that's.
Oh my gosh, because that's all that you saw.
That's all
He
that
makes behind the back pass and is all over ESPN. Like nobody's ever done that before.
Exactly.
I knew the kid wasn't going to do as well. I don't have too much expectations for these rookies in the NBA because like they didn't have a summer league, didn't have the longer training camps, wasn't with the team long. They've been with the team for like a month and a half.
I mean, LaMelo heated up last game. He had 18.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he'll be good eventually. I just thought like
Like
and
all the
Lonzo
rookies
had
are going
that
to struggle.
Lonzo had that same thing in his first summer league game. He dropped like 2.
It's a
I remember
family
watching that.
tradition.
That was like must-watch television back in the day.
It's a family tradition. Didn't LeVar Ball average like 2.2 points per game in college?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still beating Michael
And
Jordan
then-
though.
Angel gets waived without even playing. LeVar is mad about that.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. But and then I heard a lot of good things about Tyrese Maxey's. I've been watching Sixers preseason. You guys see anything about Tyrese Maxey's?
The first game, the Celtics game, I actually watched the first 3 quarters and then I stopped watching as soon as Tyrese Maxey came in. Yesterday, I watched about a quarter of Tyrese Maxey, and he was. It's not like he was crazy good. He wasn't having a great game. I saw Mike Scott and Furkan Korkmaz going off, but I didn't see Tyrese Maxey doing much. The only thing I saw last night, the box score, he had like a block. That's about it. So, and 8 points or something.
Shake.
I didn't watch it. I don't watch really preseason. I don't like to like speculate on preseason too much.
And I know the Sixers, they were down double digits like 2 times in that game, and they still came back and won. So,
Yeah.
pretty good.
You see Kyrie Irving with the sage across the Boston.
Kyrie Irving, he's a cool dude, but he's weird. Like, I don't know, he's weird though.
He says that he's going to be doing that like across every single game now.
What did he do?
From 30?
He's going to go across our Way Arena and start doing a sage around it, like blowing a sage or.
Like he burnt a sage or something.
Yeah.
And just walking around the arena like waving it around.
Like
He's weird.
might win a championship like that way. We don't know. Like
Doubt it.
No, and the Sixers didn't even play Joel yesterday, so that's why
mhm.
it was good seeing him come back from double digits without Joel.
Oh, another wholesome moment was Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook seeing each other again.
True.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, but I still hate his guts. So
Because he left you.
July 4th, 2016. I remember the day.
He's still gonna have his jersey hung up there, right?
Hey,
In OKC.
Yeah.
don't you have an OKC or don't you have a KD jersey now that I think about it?
Autographed too. Autographed. But
Oh my
the,
god.
the season before the season when he left, the season right before he left. That's when I got autographed.
Autograph?
I went to a Sixers game and I saw Kevin Durant ask for the autograph.
Oh my gosh.
That
These
is
are the
cool.
things that happen when you sit courtside. Like Manny does.
Dude, I remember 8th grade we saw him at a game and it was just like it was me, Tyler, and Schwab, and we saw him at a game, bro. It was so cool.
He also met Chadwick Boseman.
Well, and then what was something about preseason I was going to talk about?
That
Curry.
James Harden.
Well, not. I'll get to that later. I was thinking about the. It was the Cleveland Cavaliers rookie who shot the buzzer beater, Isaac Okoro. Isaac Okoro. I saw that. I was watching highlights of that game, and he might be that guy that maybe not pushed him over, but like showed that Cleveland's actually going to a direction since he didn't take another point guard. So
Yeah, I like the pick.
yeah, I like the pick a lot. I feel like they should maybe give up on Darius Garland and try to get like a shooting guard and put Colin Sexton's back at point guard. Because I don't like Darius Garland. I don't like the Darius Garland Colin Sexton's duo. I see where it was coming from, where with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, but like both of those guards are 6'3", and Darius Garland and Colin Sexton is both 6'1". So
I like Darius Garland. He's a good scorer.
Really? I haven't noticed it in his play.
Well, rookie years most people in the rookie are inefficient, but he's shown flashes.
Mm. Yeah, I don't give up on people as quickly as Manny does. He's like, nope, out of the league. He's garbage.
okay, I don't give up on people because I'm still believing in Markel Fultz. So
And you
Oh,
still
gosh.
believe in Drew Lock. And you
You
still
gave up
believe
on
in Drew Lock.
You tell me you gave up on Darius Garland, but you're not giving up on Markel Fultz.
I'm not giving up on Markel Fultz. I'm not saying give up on Darius Garland because I feel like he's going to do good on a different team, but like I say the fit won't be right with Colin Sexton and Darius
Well,
Garland.
Cleveland is never the right fit for anybody, but like,
True.
you do what
Like
you have to.
how they randomly trade for Andre Drummond for no reason. Now he's stuck in Cleveland.
Okay, to be fair, they did like give him like a second round pick. It's kind of a steal.
True. But that team really benefit nobody in that situation.
Well, Pistons didn't want Andre Drummond's big contract, and the Cavaliers wanted a player, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And then
He's
Actually,
Tristan,
didn't they trade Tristan Thompson the other way?
no, Tristan Thompson left and went to the Boston Celtics.
Boston, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because
It was a good pickup for Boston because they needed
Tristan Thompson's contract was ridiculous as well because LeBron got him that.
Mm-hmm. But James Harden, we saw. Let's talk about the trade rumors first, then we talk about preseason, okay? So the trade rumors, how he's going to the Sixers. Sixers say, "Oh, we will put Ben Simmons in there," and now Doc Rivers coming out saying that we never even said that. That's not coming from Philly. And now the Heat is interested in Ben Simmons, but and then you say that Tyler Hero's up on the table, so we don't know what happens with that. Nets say they're not training their star players. Sixers say they're not training their star players. But I can see the Nets still interested in trading for James Harden because I can see a trade where they trade Kyle LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie and try to do a 3-team trade like that. But I don't know how it's going to work. But seemed like James Harden only wants to go to the Sixers and Nets and maybe Heat. I heard Bucks was interested, but James Harden's not interested in the Bucks because he hates Giannis. But then we saw James Harden pulling up to preseason, looking like me in gym class. So
Man, come on, that's messed up. All right.
Yeah. All I hear on the radio is like, we need James Harden, we need James Harden. I would trade for a 31-year-old James Harden for like a 24-year-old Ben Simmons. It just makes no sense. See, the misconception is that everybody is LeBron nowadays. Everybody can be peak until 37. That's not true. James Harden, I mean, he's already shown up to preseason like a freaking donut. Like, but like, is he really gonna be James Harden when he's 33, 34? And Ben Simmons is gonna be like this. James Harden's just on a downward trend, I believe. Also, no postseason success. So our problem is still we're stuck in the playoffs. Right in the middle where you don't want to be.
Only reason I'd get rid of, or I'd try and get James Harden is if we were not giving up Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid, just so we have another primary ball handler.
Okay, yeah, well, that would be nice, but
yeah, exactly, but it's not going to happen because they want Ben Simmons and 3 first-rounders. And
the Miami Heat thing is interesting. Oh gosh.
Oh,
You know what? That might just be an unfortunate picture.
No, there was another one of him standing at the free throw line, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Manny, if you can find that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could tell.
The Miami Heat thing is interesting because I want Tyler Hero and I want Duncan Robinson. Give them both. Is that enough value, you think?
probably. Honestly, the Heat are probably really hesitant to give up Tyler Hero, but
And Duncan Robinson. I need them both because I just want this team just to be chucking threes. Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Joel Embiid. Shoot the most threes in the league, win games. I'm doing that right now if I could. If it, honestly, that sounds so good to me, that starting five.
it scares me the Sixers without Ben Simmons though, because when he's on the bench, the team looks so lost. They just like stand around. The
The
team.
scary thing about a trade is always like he's gonna go do better somewhere else, and like watch him go to Miami and finally learn how to shoot.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
That's the scary part.
Like, watch Markel Fultz win Most Improved Player on
Stop.
Orlando Magic.
Even if he does, nobody's gonna hear about it because the Orlando Magic are an irrelevant franchise.
Yeah, but next thing, I feel bad for all of the Miami Heat fans out there. They can stop photoshopping Giannis on the Miami Heat because Miami Heat Giannis signed a contract with the Milwaukee Bucks for 5 years, $220 million. The biggest contract in NBA history. So
Yeah,
guess
if you're the Bucks, you had to do it. I mean, you're not gonna let that player like walk in free agency for any price. So
I was surprised that Giannis ended up signing with the Bucks because they didn't really show that they even put anybody on their team besides trying to get Bojan Bogdanovic and getting Drew Holiday. So
I mean, when you're a team like the Bucks, you have to overpay for everyone because they're a small market team.
mhm. Yeah, but they're not the best small market team out there. There's a better team that's small market. Not gonna say any names, but we know the team. But
he's 26 right now, 5-year contract. He'll get out when he's 31. If he still doesn't have a ring, then he's probably still thinking I can ring chase then.
mhm,
But I think the reports were true that he just really, really loves it there in Milwaukee.
sure.
And it was like, how much does that matter if he's not going to be like winning rings, or is that even possible? Does anybody like it in Milwaukee? But
KD say he loved in OKC. He still left.
yeah, that was a business decision for him. KD really doesn't know. Like if he wanted to make a business decision, he would have gone to the Knicks. He would have gone to the Knicks. That would have been the legacy move.
Mm-hmm.
Like how popular Carmelo was when he was on the Knicks, it's insane because Carmelo's not even that good. He was never really that good. So just imagine that. But the Nets are like the Knicks' little brother, no matter how successful they are.
Like the Clippers.
Yeah.
Of the Lakers.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Clippers, let me pull up this story right now. The NBA is investigating the Los Angeles Clippers about them signing Kawhi Leonard. League is investigating how Jerry West and the Clippers signed Kawhi after allegations in TMZ report. So we might see some shady business going around with the Clippers. Somehow them getting Kawhi.
Like tampering or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet this goes on with every single like big signing. Like it's so competitive to get a guy like Kawhi, I bet you're gonna tamper a little bit.
See, Jerry West is getting sued for like not paying up with the 2.5 mil that he's supposed to pay person related to Kawhi to get him to go to the Clippers.
Oh gosh, that is the problem then.
Yeah, Jerry West said he would pay him and he never did, apparently, reports say.
Oh, and then Kawhi's family members suing him now and like exposing that they've been
I
cheating.
think it's Kawhi family member. I don't know, but it's someone close to
Okay,
Kawhi.
I found it. So Jerry West, there's a voicemail of Jerry West calling the Lakers a bleep show, convincing Kawhi to join the Clippers, not the Lakers. From a former Laker, that's
Okay, I'd be mad too if I got 38 points a game in the finals and never got a ring. Jerry West.
He got one, didn't he?
you got one.
He did?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought-
he was like 1 for 8. And he
I thought I
stole the
saw
logo,
something that
so I
was
guess
over- I thought it was over it.
Yeah, but you think this is going to be something big, like playoff ban or something?
That's one of their big market teams. There's no way they're going to do that.
yeah, just from a financial standpoint, like that doesn't do anything for them.
Might vacate a draft pick for them.
Yeah.
That would be better. They're not going
Hey,
to
what
take. They're not
draft
going
pick
to
do
take
they
top
have?
tier
Oh wait,
picks.
all their draft picks are in OKC anyway, so
They punish the Thunder.
no. And then who else we have? We already talked about Doc Rivers, and so predictions for the NBA. We already talked about the awards and stuff, the breakout players, the Markel Fultz. Let's talk about the record. I'm gonna guess you. Does anybody have a who's gonna make the playoffs this year? Like the record rise? Like top 8 in each conference yet? Or okay, awesome.
All right, first seed I gotta give to the Bucks. They got a Drew Holiday. They have a really good big three. Second seed, I'm probably gonna give that to the Celtics this year. I feel like Jalen Brown's gonna take a huge step. And 3, I give it to the Heat. Heat are gonna be good. 4 seed's gonna be Philly. I like that seeding though. 5, I give it to the Hawks. They added some big signings. And then the 6 is probably gonna be the Raptors. And then the 7's, I'm going to give it to the Pacers. And then 8, I feel like the Magic are going to slip in again.
Hawks over Raptors? I'm just wondering about that.
Well, the Raptors lost their big man. Everyone,
Serge
Kyle
Ibaka.
Lowry
Oh,
turned
Serge
34.
Ibaka and Marc Gasol.
They don't really have any.
Yeah.
They lost Serge Ibaka, too.
Yeah.
All right, am I going for East or is Austin going for West?
You got East.
All right. First seed, I got Milwaukee still. They got even better than they were last season. Second seed, Philly. It might sound biased, but last year they were close to the Celtics, the Raptors, and the Heat. They were behind all of them at the end of the season, obviously. But they also had a much worse team, and they were still like only a game and a half back, 2 games back from Miami and Boston the whole season. Then third, I'll take the Celtics. Fourth, I'll go Miami. Fifth, I'll go Brooklyn.
Oh, I forgot about Brooklyn. Shoot, I got to redo it.
Sixth, I'm going Toronto. Seventh, I'm going Indiana. And then eighth, I will – let me look. It's got to be either Washington or Orlando again. So I'm going to have either Washington or Orlando at the 8. But Brooklyn will be the 5, and then everything else was the same.
Are we all doing Eastern Conference?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. The Bucks at 1, Celtics at 2, Heat at 3, 76ers at 4. No. Restart. Bucks at 1, Celtics at 2. No. Sixers at 3, Nets at 4, Heat at 5, Hawks at 6. No. Raptors at 6, Hawks at 7. No. Gosh. There's a lot of good teams in here. No. Pacers 6, Raptors 7, Hawks 8.
I gotta redo my Eastern Conference.
That
one.
was hard to follow, so I'll say it again. Hopefully I don't switch my mind. Bucks 1. Celtics 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nets 76ers 3.
Okay.
Nets 4. Heat
Mm-hmm.
5.
Almost there.
Pacers 6.
You got it.
Raptors 7. Hawks 8.
Okay. I'm gonna go a little different than you guys. Okay, I got Celtics 1. Sixers 2. Bucks 3. Nets 4. Fifth. Toronto. Am I forgetting a team already?
Miami.
Did I say? I thought I said he already.
No, you said Brooklyn. You said Celtics, Sixers, Bucks, Brooklyn.
Oh, and then I was gonna say Miami 5th, 6. Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Hawks 7th. I'm gonna go with Wizards 8th. Magic. Am I forgetting a team?
Pacers.
Pacers. Oh, shoot. I don't see Pacers making that being that close. I got
That's fair. They changed
Orlando.
up their team a little bit, so
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna restart my Eastern Conference standings real quick because I forgot a few teams.
Okay.
All right, first is the Bucks. Second is the Celtics. Third is the Nets. 4 is the Sixers. I'm gonna go 5 with the Wizards. And then 6, I gotta give to the Hawks. 7 Raptors, and the 8 will be the Pacers.
Okay.
that's
Okay.
ballsy. You said Wizards at 5.
I think Russell Westbrook would do good.
I can see the 7th seed Wizards upsetting the Sixers in the first round. Oh. Mm-hmm. And then I can see Yano's face when that happens.
No, because it'll be summertime. Maybe it'll be around senior week, and then I'll just be like, okay, Manny, you were right.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm always right. Never wrong.
Wrong about
Okay, Western Conference. Anybody got a Western Conference prediction yet?
I'll go first. I'm the Western
I gotta
Conference.
look up these Western Conference
Expert.
teams first.
Number 1, the Lakers are going to number 1. Their offseason was tremendous. They only got better, adding Marc Gasol and guys like Dennis Schroeder and stuff like that. Oh, Montrezl Harrell. I can't forget these guys. These guys are good. Okay, Lakers at 1. Warriors at 2. Forgot about them for a season. They're coming back. They made
They're
we
too
forget
high,
about them
bro.
for one season.
They lost Clay again.
Okay, but they added James Wiseman, a big man, which they haven't had the whole time.
And Kelly Olynyk too.
Oh, nice. They had Kelly Olynyk. Actually, let me move them up to the number 1 seed.
Now
so
it's
they're
one.
Kelly Olynyk.
Now
Well, I'm
it's
just saying
one.
they added Kelly Olynyk, okay? And
Okay.
they also have
Which
Eric
Lakers,
Pascal
Warriors,
too.
Nuggets at 3. They're just good in the regular season. They always seem to be the kind of team that is number 3. Give me the Clippers at 4. The Dallas Mavericks at 5. Dallas Mavericks are going to get a full season with their guys healthy. 4 and 5, those could actually have switched. Okay, now give me the Portland Trail Blazers at 6. They're going to have a full season with their guys.
No defense, but
They didn't have but defense is overrated sometimes, just score more than the opponent. Okay. And then the Phoenix Suns at 7, and then the Memphis Grizzlies at 8. No, correction. The Pelicans will go. Okay, this changes everything.
remember Pelicans lost Drew Holiday and you
It's
have
these
Eric
bottom 3.
Bledsoe
Okay.
now.
Lakers, Warriors, Nuggets, Clippers, Mavericks. Jazz.
Oh, the guy with
Jazz. Pelicans, Suns. Trailblazers, you're missing out. I'm sorry.
All right,
I had to switch my mind there.
I got this one.
Okay.
Lakers at 1.
We're rated for a second.
Lakers at 1. Mavericks at 2.
That's bold.
Denver at 3. Warriors at 4. Utah at 5. Clippers at 6. Phoenix at 7. And I'd want to say Houston, but I just can't.
You
It's
don't even know
gotta
if they'll have James Harden.
It's between Sacramento and New Orleans. I'll go Sacramento 8. Sacramento 8.
De'Aaron Fox, swiper.
Manny, please go back, watch this, and write these down. I want to see how correct I am.
Okay. Or how wrong you are, because I got Lakers number 1, Nuggets 2, Mavericks 3, Warriors at 4, Clippers at 5. Okay, this is where it gets tricky.
Don't forget Utah.
Yeah, I know Utah. I'm gonna have Utah. I don't know who put at 6. Utah or Phoenix. I don't know who's gonna do better. Okay, I'm gonna go with Utah 6, Phoenix 7, and 8th is between Memphis, Sacramento, and New Orleans.
Take the one that's been left out.
I'm gonna take Memphis. I'm on the Ja Morant hype train right here. Okay, I've been saying he's gonna win. I was gonna say Murray State was gonna win the whole time. Murray State was gonna win the March Madness.
I remember that.
You freaked out after the first round.
Yeah, man.
Everybody knew the first round was they were like the cool 12 seed to pick. That was like one of everybody's upsets. But you got to know when to get off at the right time, Manny. And that's when I had them losing. And if we do a March Madness bracket this year, I will be the most correct here.
Manny, you got to go back and write all these down. Like, make sure don't listen to what we said at first because everyone doubled.
Because I was
back.
like, nope. I saw like a new team, and I'm like, wait, that changes everything.
Yeah.
All right, so
You guys think the Bulls are gonna do good this year?
No.
No.
I'm just
They drafted a 6-man.
I'm just saying with the new head coach too. So.
all right, for my Western Conference standings, I'm gonna go 1 Lakers, 2 to the Nuggets, 3 to the Warriors, 4 to the Mavericks, 5 to the Jazz, 6 to the Clippers, 7 to the Rockets. I'm gonna go 8 to the Suns. I don't think the Clippers are gonna do good at all.
You're the first person with the Rockets in the playoffs, and that's scary considering they still have James Harden right now.
But I won't do it. No.
Lou Williams is regressing. Montrezl Harrell left.
Oh yeah, the Clippers. I had the same spot. I think.
But I just feel like Kawhi and PG, that's enough to get you like the 4.
Playoff P.
Regular season.
Especially if Kawhi's like all this stuff is happening with Jerry West and Kawhi. You never know what could happen. He could hold out if he wants.
And in team chemistry too.
And I don't even have the
chemistry's at the best.
I don't think I have the Trailblazers. I have the Trailblazers losing in the play-in tournament.
There's players in the locker room for the Clippers who don't like Kawhi and Paul George, so you see why Montrezl Harrell left.
People could be holding out.
Yeah, and the Trailblazers aren't going to do well at all, in my opinion. Melo's older.
Oh yeah, Trailblazers. I have 10th probably. I have Sacramento 8th, New Orleans 9.
Oh, I just realized they didn't put the Trailblazers in there at all.
Oh no, man, he's going back now.
I'm not going back, but I don't know.
Manny, none of us put the Trailblazers in. I have the Trailblazers going 11th in the West. The only teams that they're better than is San Antonio, Minnesota, Oklahoma City.
Here's my thing about the Rockets. Like, they still have James Harden on the team. Whenever the Rockets still have James Harden, they're going to be a contender a little bit in the playoffs. And I don't think he's going to get traded right in the beginning of the season because that's a hard player to trade for. He's like top 5.
Oh, yeah. It's a big contract to move, big everything to move. Big guy to move now.
In my opinion, he shouldn't move. He has the best team he's had in a while.
James Harden?
Yeah.
It depends if John Wall stays healthy.
Well, they added an actual big man in Christian Wood.
And they got DeMarcus Cousins. Hey, John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins back together, just like old times. I thought DeMarcus Cousins was going to sign with the Wizards, but he's signed with the Rockets, and he gets traded. Then John Wall gets traded too.
You know what? The Rockets might not be that bad. I'm not gonna change up now, but I guess I'll just be wrong. But yeah.
Nope. Rockets are missing it.
Okay. That'd be a pretty big
And
bust.
we get this draft pick, so let's go.
Memphis, Houston, and New Orleans are my three teams that are like the contenders, but also not.
Hey, if Clippers want to miss out, they can miss out. We can get the
Those
draft
Phoenix
pick.
Suns have to make it this year, right?
Yeah, after the bubble performance.
After all that progress last year, after how good they looked at the end of the bubble.
But imagine the Rockets. So basically, who do you have? You have John Wall, James Harden. They get rid of James Harden early in the season. John Wall, it's going to be the same John Wall that he was on the Wizards. No, like he's just not going to do anything. He's not going to do enough damage to get them into the playoffs. He's not
And you haven't played basketball over 2 years.
He's not Dame Lillard. He can't carry a team to a playoff single-handedly.
Oh, I should have made my most improved player Christian Wood. Why Lonzo?
You said Lonzo?
Lonzo. Okay, so last thing we have on the agenda is the Cleveland Indians changing their name. They're going to still go by the Cleveland Indians. They're not going to go by the Cleveland baseball team. But they're going to change their name, not this season, but the season after. So they're in the progress of changing their name. So this isn't like the football team should have did. Change your name, keep the same name, but change it like the season after.
Football teams was like a little bit more like questionable with the name.
True.
Like Cleveland is just the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can change it. It's fine. It's their franchise. But
yeah, now
I thought the thing with the football team would be like a bigger thing, but like it's really easy just to call them Washington or the football team, so it's really not that big of a deal.
I still forget though.
Yeah,
it's just hard to talk about when they've been in your division, the Eagles division. It's hard to just switch up calling them the football team. So I still refer to them as the Redskins sometimes, but
yeah. But now people are saying that the Chiefs and the Braves should start changing their name. I don't know what they're going to call the Chiefs or Braves now, but I don't see them really changing their name.
They're literally called the Braves. That's like out of reverence.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. I guess we just live in this world.
This also says you should call Kansas City Chiefs now. Take out the I, Chiefs.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it we have for the podcast. Is there? Pretty sure I'm not missing anything new that's happening. This week was really boring. So you guys got anything else to say?
I got nothing.
No, I'm just ready for those 12 o'clock kickoffs.
Okay. Austin, got anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so like I usually say, I've got to do this last podcast, but make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn those notifications on. Comment down below. Go on Spotify, follow us, listen to us. Apple Podcasts, subscribe, give us 5 stars. You can go on Anchor, give us a voice message, even though no one does. And, just type in Don Tesla Pod, record. Hey, yo, I want to talk about blah, blah, blah. And then that's all you got to do. And then we're going to react to it. Guess probably might roast you a little bit, but it doesn't matter. And that's pretty much what you guys got to do after watching this video. So hopefully you guys have a great day. Happy holidays. And we out.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, 2-turn baby.